The purpose of this interview is to talk about the second workshop that we are going to offer under Autumn 2020. The workshop is titled as Grasshopper as Design Assistant. The first workshop for which we conducted a similar interview last Thursday essentially talked about, which is titled as Grasshopper as a tool, which basically introduces the software such as Rhino and Grasshopper to a novice. And this second workshop is aimed at taking the participant to the next level where you can start taking help of a grasshopper in your design processes. I have the tutor Adnan Makda with me, and Adnan, welcome. Before I talk about the workshop and I hand it over to Adnan, I'll just like to introduce our tutor. Adnan has completed architecture from CEPT University. He has a special interest in combining technology with architecture. He is currently running a startup known as Architech that focuses on applying artificial intelligence to architecture. For his research, he is currently associated with Google AI. Adnan has done his internship from prestigious the Renzo Piano Building Workshop. He has also won many awards such as Ultratech, Building for Billion, and Kohler Student Awards. Adnan, thank you so much for joining with us. And can you please
Thank
explain
you so much.
a little bit about the second workshop?
So basically, second workshop is a intermediate workshop. If for students who already know basics of Rhino and Grasshopper and are ready to take whatever knowledge that they have further. It focuses mainly on genetic algorithms, as some of you might know, genetic algorithms are optimizing algorithms. So the basic outline of the workshop is that we want to focus on genetic algorithms. While we are working with genetic algorithms, there are two things that we'll need. One is a generating algorithm, and then there is something called evaluating algorithm, or what we call is fitness criteria. So we'll be studying some of generating algorithms, and then in order to test how well the algorithm is performing, we'll need some tools. So in the first part of the workshop, I'll be introducing some of the tools. We'll be using Wasp or Mouse or something like that for generating, and then we'll use Ladybug and all those plugins for evaluating. And that is the basic outline of the workshop. We'll be again doing a lot of other optimizing algorithms like hill climbing or breadth first or brute force optimization and all of that. But the main focus will be on genetic algorithms.
So, who is this workshop for? Let's say, who all can participate in this workshop?
Basically, any design student will be doing some examples where we'll be applying genetic algorithms to interior design. We'll be also doing some examples where we'll be using genetic algorithms for structural optimization. And then we'll also use genetic algorithms for architectural design, 3D plan generation, and all of that. So this workshop is for any design student, basically.
So, any architecture and design student,
Yes,
and also a professional who
yes.
is willing to explore computational design in his or her design processes can benefit by being part of this workshop. Okay, you talked about the word optimization. Can you explain a little bit more about what is that, and what is the difference between, let's say, a single criteria optimization and let's say multi-criteria optimization?
Okay, so basically, optimization is a process of getting some of the best possible solutions, right? We'll start with, let's say, brute force optimization, then hill climbing, and breadth first search, and all of these optimization. I'll be explaining how they work. Then I'll be explaining why they don't work well with architecture. Genetic algorithm is of special importance because it works very well with design problems, right? So we'll be focusing on that. Now coming up to single criteria optimization and multi-criteria optimization. Single criteria optimization is a process where there is only one criteria that we want to optimize. Say for example, I want to optimize my building to gain best light. Say I want to optimize my building to have best structural loads possible. I want to use minimum of the material. So all these are single criteria optimization problems. So we'll study some of single criteria optimization. Now, in design, we usually don't have single criteria to optimize. Like we are considering multiple aspects of designing at a time. We want best possible movement. We want to optimize areas. We want to optimize structure. We want to optimize light. We want to optimize wind loads. We want to optimize again, say, let's say visual connections to the place, FSI, FSR, FAR, all those things. So there are multiple criteria that we want to optimize at a single time. And that comes under multi-criteria optimization. So again, we'll be talking a lot about all of these in the workshop. For single criteria optimization, we'll be using Galapagos. For multi-criteria optimization, we'll be using Octopus or Policy or something like that.
Yeah.
Either of them.
So, can I put it this way that with this process of single criteria and multi criteria, we are basically taking a step towards artificial intelligence in design.
Yes. So again, AI will be covered in the third workshop, but genetic algorithm are a step before AI, right? Where we are just trying to optimize whatever. So basically, in this workshop, you are setting up an generating algorithm. You are setting up an evaluationary algorithm, and the algorithm is just optimizing. So in a way, it's just giving you a best possible solution according to parameters that you have set and the criteria that you have given to the algorithm. What happens in AI is it's a step further where you just give criteria and then the algorithm design on its own. So it's a pre-step towards the third workshop.
Right. So basically, you are trying to learn the alphabets of
Yes,
AI in this workshop, and that sounds very interesting to me. We can say that this is going to be the first step in the direction of learning AI, artificial intelligence, for let's say architectural and design processes.
yes. So basically, if you are interested in say performance-based design or data-driven design or something like that, this is the first step that you take in that particular direction.
Yeah. And how will the workshop conducted? Are there going to be some assignments? What kind of assignments will be given for the participants so that they can learn these processes?
So there will be three types of problems that we'll be doing in the class. Right, one will be related to optimization of interior spaces. One of them will be optimization of architectural layouts and all of that. The third one will see about landscaping, how we can use genetic algorithm for landscape design or say urban design, something like that. So those three design problems will be covered in class. Also, in the initial part of the workshop, where we'll be introducing some plugins and all of that, short assignments will be given to the participants. Once we start with genetic algorithm, each participant is it's like a studio. So each participant will be given their own. Each participant will be framing their own design problem, and then they'll be creating a script for their own design problem. So you can have your own generating algorithm, and you can select some sets of criteria for evaluating. It's like doing individual projects. At before every session, we'll be having like a half an hour discussion time. Also, participants can contact me any other time other than the session hours, and we'll be solving doubts if they're having those assignments.
Yeah.
But yeah, initially we'll have short assignments, and then there will be a long project, which will be around 15 days that each participant will be doing on their own. Uh, yes,
Correct. So basically, just like all other previous workshops that we have offered, the participants
yes,
will learn by applying these softwares through real time, let's say, design issues, the design processes, and there will be feedback sessions on the work that they do. And almost
yes,
every day, the first half an hour is going to be a discussion on what they have done. So it's more about like a studio based approach in this workshop where the participants will learn by doing and experimenting with these softwares, and that sounds an interesting thing to me. There is are we also going to cover some case studies because a lot of these kind of experiments are already being done by a lot of people over here or outside India, where people are trying to use this single criteria and multi criteria optimization. So, are we also going to talk about some case studies?
Yes, sure. So what we'll be doing is genetic algorithms are actually a new thing, but then again, it's a pretty like it's pretty much used in architecture. We have very good examples. Genetic algorithm is being used in architecture for around like 5 6 years now. We have multiple projects, multiple architects who have already used in real life examples. So just to put things in context as to and to give participants some ideas as to how they can start exploring genetic algorithms, I'll be showing multiple case studies. I'll also show some of my project and some of the recent works that we are doing with genetic algorithms and how they can take something on those lines forward.
Okay, so these case studies will also expose them to how this genetic algorithm can be actually put to
Mm.
application in
Yeah.
the design processes. So that's an added benefit that I get if I'm a design student. You briefly talked about mentioned the clusters somewhere. What are the clusters and how are you going to cover them in this?
Yes, so we'll be making some of the clusters. What clusters are it's the simplest way of making a script in Grasshopper, right? With a little bit of with little bit of original components and a very little coding of Python here and there, we can create clusters. The reason why we use clusters is for plugins like Octopus, which are optimization plugins. It's very hard to output data from there. So we'll be creating some clusters which make our process of optimization much faster. And that's the reason where we'll be studying how we create clusters, how do we use them, and then how do we use them with optimization algorithms.
Okay. I think overall it sounds very interesting to me, and I think we have by and large covered almost all the topics in this interview that you are going to uh, uh, cover in the second workshop. And all I would like to say is for the people who are watching this, that these workshops are currently being offered in the autumn 2020 section. And in this interview, we have talked about the second workshop very much in detail. We in the last Thursday we have talked about the first workshop, and hopefully next week we will again come back and we will also explain what Adnan is going to offer in the third workshop. For those of you who wish to register for these workshops, you can visit archidiaries.com, and under the workshops section you can go and register for these workshops. Adnan, thank you very much for being with us and sharing your thoughts and your ideas and the content that you are going to come up with in this workshop. And thank you so much to all those people who have joined us, and hope to see you again the next week in the same series. And also uh, just a small announcement, we are coming up with a live interview series which is titled as Shades of Green. And in this series, we are on starting from this Saturday, every Saturday we are going to talk to a practicing architect or an organization, all those people who have dedicated their efforts in sustainable building approaches. And this Saturday we are going to talk with Sankalpa, and you can find the posters and the event on our Facebook and Instagram pages. So please do join us this Saturday morning at 11 a.m. And thank you very much for joining with us.
Thank you so much.